and welcome to Ivy English. I'm Angela.
And I'm Wesley.
Today is March 14th, and today's article is about leather that comes from peanuts.
我们的中文标题是变变变，花生也能变皮夹。
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Right now, a lot of people are trying to do leather from various kinds of vegetable things. There's like pineapple, husk leather, there's...
所以我们文章也会提到，很多人在想办法看能不能从别的东西里面做出类似皮革的东西。有人我也有听说就是用凤梨想办法做出像皮革一样的东西。
It's not only the fruit. They're trying to use the waste from products.
Of course. Yeah.
So they're trying to use like the waste that's associated with pineapple or the waste that's associated with peanuts.
Yeah, 可能是凤梨皮之类的东西。
Yeah. It's good because you have all this industrial quote-unquote waste, which could be used for something if only you can find that use.
Yeah.
The problem so far with leathers that I've seen like this is that they have to be combined with plastic in some way. So they're still not completely plastic-free.
所以目前为止呢，好像大部分刚刚讲的那些这个方法，大概多多少少都要用到塑胶，所以其实也不是说真的那么环保，所以现在目前还是问题是这样。
So I'm interested in this peanut leather, so let's find out.
Yeah.
Leather is a type of fabric that can be used to make various types of goods. Shoes, bags, jackets, and many more products are often made from this practical material. Sadly, the production of leather comes at a high environmental price. The cows, goats, and sheep that leather comes from are raised on large plots of land, which contributes to deforestation. Furthermore, the tanning process that turns animal skin into leather produces a large amount of harmful waste. In an effort to fight this problem, many companies are now coming up with alternatives to traditional leather. A great example of this is the Japanese company Kashiwa Leather. In addition to making conventional leather from pig and deer hides, this company has begun making a leather-like product from peanut skins. To make the peanut leather, unwanted peanut skins are first turned into a fine powder. Next, they are processed into long sheets and finished to look like animal leather. A layer of PVC is added to make the material waterproof. The final product is roughly 1 millimeter thick and takes on a brown color owing to the peanut skins. The company currently offers 8 different products made from peanut leather, including purses, wallets, and knapsacks. Kashiwa Leather is located in Chiba Prefecture, a region known for producing peanuts, about 40 kilometers east of the center of Tokyo. All the peanut skins come from a local company in Tateyama City. It takes 15 kilograms of peanut skins to make a leather sheet that is 90 centimeters wide and 100 meters long. This repurposing of peanut waste keeps it from ending up in a landfill. According to a representative for Kashiwa Leather, waste reduction isn't their only goal. They also aim to create products using local materials with Japanese consumers in mind. Which is very admirable because there's one, we talk about food miles. There's also product miles. How far a product has to go around the world to get to its consumers. And if you can just go, down the street, that's the most ideal situation. So if Japan can supply Japan, that's good.
Yeah, 那这个它有一个很棒的地方，就是工厂它离花生的产地非常近，所以也可以省很多的，对于环保是很有帮助的。它的 food miles 就变得非常少。
So leather is a type of fabric. This is the beginning of our article. It can be used to make various types of goods. That's definitely true.
好，所以呢，这个 leather 它这里说它是一种 fabric， 那它可以用来怎么样 ？That can be used to 制造 various types of goods 这倒是真的。goods 复数常常用来指商品，就是 commodities commodities.
Shoes, bags, jackets, and many more products are often made from this practical material. It's practical because it's long-wearing and durable.
好，所以鞋子呢、袋子，还有夹克 jackets， 还有很多 many more products 产品，常常都是 made from 从这东西做出来的。这一个 practical material 指的就是 leather， 那 practical 是实用的，那 material 是材料。
Sadly, the production of leather comes at a high environmental price. So to come at a price means you have to pay a certain price for it, and it usually implies that it's not a great thing. And here it comes at a high price, which is bad. And a high environmental price means we're not talking about money. We're talking about the cost to our planet in terms of its environmental, what's left of our environment.
好，所以 sadly 就是很不幸的，那 the production of leather 就皮革的生产 comes at a high environmental price。我们如果讲一个东西 comes at a price， 就是它是有代价的，常常就表示不是那么理想。但在这里呢，它有代价，而且告诉你这个代价是 high environmental price， 是很高的环境的代价。
The cows, goats, and sheep that leather comes from are raised on large plots of land, which contributes to deforestation. So, I mean, normally, if you have large plots of grassland, that's great. But right now, because all the good grassland has been sold, and people still want places to raise cows and sheep, so they start taking down forests, which, forest was originally very productive, especially for, absorbing CO2 from our atmosphere. And now we're deforesting, we're chopping down the forest in order to raise cows. So that is a problem. It's not a problem with the cows, it's a problem with people's choices about cows, goats, and sheep.
所以呢 the cows 就是牛 goats 就是山羊 and sheep 绵羊。那这些东西怎么样 That leather comes from 是皮革是来自于这些动物。那这些动物呢 are raised 饲养 on large plots of land. Plot 在这里指的就是一块地 a measured area of land. 要养这些动物呢，他们是必须在 on large plots of land 要在很大块的土地上面。那 which 就是指这样的一个事实呢，就会怎么样？就 contributes to contribute 在这里是造成的意思 ，act as a factor， 它就会造成 deforestation， 就是森林的砍伐，所以这是对环境不好的。
Furthermore, the tanning process that turns animal skin into leather produces a large amount of harmful waste. This has been true throughout the history of the planet. One of the most polluting industries in the world is the tanning industry.
Yeah, tanning 中文叫做鞣制，那个鞣着一个皮革的革，右边一个温柔的柔，其实就是指处理皮革。所以皮革鞣制的这个 process 过程呢，这个过程是干嘛的？他解释一下 That turns animal skin into leather， 它是把动物的皮把它转成皮革，这样的一个过程呢 produces 主要动词就是 produces， 它会产生 a large amount of 大量的 harmful 有害的 waste 废弃物。
In an effort to fight this problem, many companies are now coming up with alternatives to traditional leather. So basically, because vegan leather is becoming a thing that consumers say they want, many companies are trying to come up with ways to do vegan leather that's not plastic, because one of the biggest right now, the most common vegan leather is made out of plastic. And as we know, oil and all its products are also not very environmental. So people are trying to find an environmental version of vegan leather.
好，所以呢 in an effort to 就是为了要干嘛？为了努力要干嘛？要 fight this problem， 要对抗或者处理这个问题。那很多的公司现在都在 are now coming up with， 现在都在正在想一些，他们正在想一些 alternatives， 就是替代方案 a possible choice to traditional leather， 所以他们都希望能够想出一个替代方案，能够取代传统的皮革。
A great example of this is the Japanese company Kashiwa Leather. So one of these companies is Kashiwa Leather, and they're trying to address this vegan leather idea.
所以 a great example of this， 这一个很棒的例子 is 就是呢，日本的这家公司 Kashiwa Leather。
In addition to making conventional leather from pig and deer hides, they're making what we would say conventional leather, normal leather, leather from animals. So conventional means the usual way to do it. And they do it from pig and deer hides, which is interesting because of the history of deer hide trade between Taiwan and Japan. So this company has begun making a leather-like product from peanut skins. Now, I went to look up this company because I wanted to know what they meant by skins. And by skins, they mean there's a sort of a layer, a papery layer between the peanut and the shell, which is a very dark brown color, or depending on your peanut. And that's the skin that we're talking about. It's the layer between the shell and the nut.
所以呢 in addition to 除了 making 做这个制造 conventional leather 就是传统的这种皮革 from pig and deer hides 就是从这个猪或者是鹿的皮 hide 就是指那种比较大的野兽的皮，通常是比较厚比较坚韧的一些这个皮，例如说这个牛啊猪啊鹿。所以除了 做这些传统皮革之外呢，这家公司 has begun 他们开始 making 制造一种 leather-like 就是类似皮革的 product 产品。从哪里做呢？ From peanut skins 就是这个花生的皮，它这里不是指花生壳，是花生皮。各位如果说从这个壳里面剥出花生的话，你会发现花生表面有一层很薄的，通常是棕色的一层皮，所以他们就从这个花生的皮上面来做出皮革。
In one of the articles I looked up about it, they originally looked into peanut shells, which would make more sense because there's a greater mass of peanut shell per peanut than skin. But they were like, yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah.
They spent a long time trying to figure this out, and they're like, okay, then they switched to peanut skins. But then they had some problems because they needed to find a supplier who could crush the peanut skins for them, and lots of people were like, yeah, no, we can't do that.
所以我们刚刚讲花生壳的话呢，是那个 peanut shells S-H-E-L-L。 那这家公司本来他们想要用花生壳来做，因为花生壳的量比这个花生的皮多很多，而且又容易取得，但是没有办法突破技术上面，所以他们现在后来用了这个花生皮。
So, to make the peanut leather, unwanted peanut skins. I mean, are there any wanted peanut skins? They're first turned into a fine powder, so they're probably dried and then ground up.
Yeah. 所以呢，要做出这个花生皮革呢， unwanted 就是不要的花生皮。首先呢 are first turned into 把它变成，这个显然就是把它磨成 a fine powder 一个细的粉末。 Fine 在这里是指 very small 的意思。
Next, they are processed into long sheets. So much of that process is just thrown into this one sentence. They are processed into long sheets. Somehow, they're stuck together, turned into a liquid that can then go into a machine that turns it into a long sheet. This is the proprietary method that we're not going to find out. I Googled a little bit and no, this is their private information. So somehow they turn this powder into sheets. And then these sheets are finished to look like animal leather. So they're given a surface texture.
好，所以呢接下来他们被 processed into 他们被制造成，这个地方当然省略了很多的这个细节啊，事实上这公司也不跟你讲，所以总之呢他们就把它做成长长的 sheets 的薄片，然后呢 finished 在这里呢其实是说在最后弄上一层什么东西，所以它最后有放一层，有把它变成一个，它让它表面看起来像什么样子。常常 finish 常常是因为最后有裹上一层什么东西，所以它最后呢这个外表弄一层东西上去，让你看起来怎么样？好像是这个动物的皮革。
So one of the original reasons why people started using leather is that it has a certain amount of water resistance. You can use leather to protect yourself from rain. Like not over time, but like from mild rain, it works. So, but this material doesn't have that natural quality. So a layer of PVC, which is a tough plastic, is added to make the material waterproof so that the material will actually, it's not only water resistant like most leather is, but waterproof means it won't soak up water.
然后呢它会铺上一层这 PVC 就是聚氯乙烯，那加上去来 make the material 让这个材料变得是 waterproof 就是让它能够防水。
The final product is about 1 millimeter thick, so quite thin, and takes on a brown color. It has a brown color owing to the peanut skin. So it doesn't really take on a brown color. It has the brown color from the peanut skin. So however dark your peanut skins are is however dark your leather is.
好，那 final product 最后的产品呢 is roughly 就是 approximately 大约是这个1毫米厚。然后呢 takes on 本来是 assume 的意思或者 acquire 的意思啊，但在这里其实跟 has 意思差不多，它有一个怎么样 a brown color 有一个棕色的颜色， owing to 就是由于 because of 或者 on account of 由于它花生皮的颜色，所以最后它的产品的颜色呢，成品的颜色也是有一个 brown color。
And so the reason why this is important is that dyeing is also a hugely polluting industry, just like tanning. And so if you're skipping the dyeing process, you're first of all saving a ton of money. And second of all, you're saving a ton of pollution. So this is a great tick in its favor, but it does limit the number of leather colors you can produce. But if you want brown leather, we got it.
Yeah, 那这个的重点，它的好处就是不用再染色了，因为染皮革也是高污染的一件事情，所以它反正现在做出来就是这个颜色了。因为花生皮的颜色跟皮革是很像的。
The company currently offers 8 different products made from peanut leather, including purses, wallets, and knapsacks. So they don't just produce the leather, they actually produce products with the leather.Yeah,
那这家公司呢 currently 就是 at the present time 那么目前呢 offers 他们会提供他们有8种不同的产品是由这个花生的皮革做出来的包括什么呢 purses 女用皮包 wallets 皮夹常常用来指男性的皮夹然后还有 knapsacks 就是背包
Kashiwa leather is located in Chiba Prefecture. Prefecture is roughly equal to county, and it's just the word that Japan uses for its country divisions.
Mm-hmm.
And so Chiba Prefecture is a region known for producing peanuts, and it's about 40 kilometers east of the center of Tokyo. So it's kind of really part of Greater Tokyo.
Yeah, 好，所以呢，这个 Kashiwa Leather 这家公司它位于千叶县。那日本的这个县用 prefecture 这个字来表达那接下来同位语告诉你这是一个 region 在这个区域呢 that is known for 这个千叶县是一个地区这个地区它以什么闻名呢 A region that is known for producing peanuts 它就是以生产花生闻名那大约是40公里 east of the center of Tokyo 大概离东京市中心大概是40公里那 east of the center of 这是一个很常见的语块大家把它记起来
So all the peanut skins come from a local company in Tateyama City.
好，那所有的这些花生皮呢，是来自于一个在地的公司，当地的公司。那是在哪里的公司呢？是在管山市这个公司。
Okay, so it takes 15 kilograms of peanut skins to make a leather sheet. And that leather sheet is 90 centimeters wide, which is, pretty usual for a piece of fabric, and 100 meters long.So it's a decent amount of, that's a decent amount of fabric from your 15 kilograms of peanut skins.
Yeah.
It takes something to do something is the pattern here. So it takes a thing to do a thing. It takes this much thing to make something.
所以 it takes 就是需要用到15公斤的花生皮 to 来做什么事情所以 it takes 多少材料 to do something 所以需要15公斤的花生皮来做一张 a leather sheet 一张皮革多大的皮革呢这个90公分宽100公尺长所以感觉还不错这个效率还不错
So this repurposing of peanut waste keeps it from ending up in a landfill. So we're not throwing it out and we're using it for something good. So that's great. If something ends up somewhere, it means that its final place is there. And a landfill is not a great place for your final ending up because landfills are just basically giant heaps of garbage.
Yeah, 所以 repurpose 就是重新利用 to use or convert for use in another form 或者是 in another product之类的所以这样的重新利用什么重新利用这个 peanut waste 在这里指的就是花生的废弃物就是指的花生皮了那这样的一种 repurposing 呢它会 keeps it 就是 it 指的就是 peanut waste 所以它会让这个花生废弃物呢让它不至于 keep A from B 就是让 A 不会成为 B 这个状况那 B 是什么状况呢那当然 from 是介系词后面要有一个动名词那就是 from ending up in a landfill landfill 就是一个垃圾掩埋场 end up 就是结局到了哪里最后到了某个地方所以这些花生废弃物本来是下场是在这个垃圾掩埋场但是因为有这样的一个 repurposing 一个重新利用就让这些花生的废弃物呢让他们不会变得下场落到了这个垃圾掩埋场
According to a representative for Kashiwa Leather A representative is somebody who is authorized to speak about the company's business. Waste reduction isn't their only goal. So reducing the amount of waste in the world isn't the only thing they're looking to do. They have other goals too.
Yeah, 所以根据这一家皮革公司的一个代表 representative 根据他所说呢这个 waste reduction 就是减少废弃物的减少 reduce 是减少 reduction 是减少的名词好所以减少废弃物不是他们唯一的目的公司发言人说公司的代表这么说
They also aim to create products using local materials with Japanese consumers in mind. So they would like to use local products and sell them to Japanese people.
所以呢他说他们也 aim to 他们的目标也是希望能够创造出一些产品然后呢这些产品是 using local materials 就是用在地材料制造出一些产品然后呢同时心里面想着的是日本的消费者 with Japanese consumers in mind
So they're thinking about Japanese consumers basically if you keep somebody in mind So We have some questions here for you. Number 1 is, what does comes at a high environmental price in the first paragraph mean?
第一段的这 comes at a high environmental price 的意思是什么呢？
The answer is D. It results in environmental problems.
答案是 D， 它造成了环境问题。
Number 2, the following shows the steps of making peanut leather. What should be the missing picture?
好，以下展现了制造花生皮革的步骤。那遗失的图片应该是哪一张呢？
Aside from the entire process that they're kind of not telling us about, the answer is B, the powder. B is the picture of the peanut powder. That's the thing that is missing. And then there's still a huge question mark after that, but okay.
好，所以我们答案应该选的是 B 这个正确答案。
And number 3, according to the passage, where does Kashiwa leather get its peanut skins from?
那根据本文，这个薄皮革公司是从何处取得它的花生皮的呢？
An unnamed company in C, Tateyama City.
好，所以他没有讲出名字，不过他有讲到他是在这个管山市，所以我们答案选 C。
And number 4, which of the following statements about Kashiwa leather is not true? Pick out the lie, or pick out the untrue thing.
下列关于薄皮革公司的叙述，哪一个是错的呢？
The answer is C. It started with making leather out of cows and sheep. That is not true because they started by making leather out of pigs and deer.
答案是 C， 他们用牛跟羊来制造皮革起家，这个是错的，他并没有提到这一点。
Okay, that is all that we have for you about Kashiwa leather, but if you're interested in vegan leather, there's a number of Taiwan companies who are also doing this. One I know particularly because I saw their products is trying to make it out of pineapple waste, which is a big, industry in Taiwan. So I think that's cool. I think that if we can do vegan leather in a way that doesn't involve plastic, that will be the best outcome.
Exactly.
So that's all we have for you on leather today, but please join us again next time for more Ivy English. Until then, bye-bye.